Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you how I cook crispy skin roast pork. I've got a slab of pork belly which I will season with some herbs and spices and then score the skin to make it really crispy in the oven for later. Hope you enjoy the video and stay tuned and hope it works.
So first I'm making a rub for my pork belly. In a bowl, I'm mixing 2 teaspoons of salt, followed by 2 teaspoons of ground fennel powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, then followed by 2 teaspoons of ground white pepper, and 2 teaspoons of dried thyme leaves. I gave those a mix and set it aside. I learned that the most important thing to achieve crispy skin is to make sure that my pork skin is as dry as possible. So using a paper towel, I dry the skin of my pork belly. Using metal skewers that I tied together in a bundle, I poke the skin of the pork belly for several times to help draw out any excess moisture. This will be important during the drying process to get really crispy skin. I learned this tip from another YouTube video and it works every time. Just for good measure, using a craft knife, I scored the skin of the pork without going too deep into the skin that it touches the meat. I then turned the pork belly over and made little slices through the meat so that all the flavor from the spice rub is absorbed by the pork. I sprinkled half a teaspoon of baking soda onto the pork skin. This will help ensure that all excess moisture is drawn out from the pork. I then sprinkled some salt over the skin, again to help the drying process. I then created a little tray out of tin foil to place the pork belly in to help protect the meat during cooking. The pork in the fridge to dry out the skin further for a minimum of 6 hours or preferably overnight. While the pork is drying out in the fridge, I cut an onion into rings and cut a carrot into rough pieces. They will act as a bed for the pork belly while cooking in the oven. I will then use these for gravy later. Transfer the pork belly into my roasting tray and sprinkled some more salt over the skin to help create a beautiful crackling. It will not be too salty, I promise.
So after about 2 hours in the oven, I took the pork out of the oven and took out the aluminium foil together with the carrots and the onions, and I saved the roasting juices and put it in a pan, in a saucepan, so I'll use that to make gravy later. If you are enjoying this video and all the other videos in my channel, please remember to hit like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.
I then cranked up the oven temperature to 250 degrees Celsius to help the skin crisp up.
So the pork has now been roasting further in the oven for about 25 minutes or so, and I'm ready to take it out of the oven now, so let's see how it looks.